In the wake of the two press conferences from Microsoft and Sony respectively for the Xbox and PlayStation brands, there was a lot of pressure and a lot riding on Nintendo to deliver. Essentially, a lot of people have said and went on record that this is probably the best E3 in history. Just because of some of the surprise announcements, the resurrection of certain IPs, trifecta of games that we never thought would come to pass. Nintendo was bound to deliver, right? We wanted to see the continuation of some of their AAA first-party titles, franchises that we know and love that have essentially built gaming. We want to see a new Metroid. We were all expecting a new Metroid. I was expecting a new Metroid. You were expecting one. We want to see the next generation, the evolved version of what Metroid was going to be. Was it going to be some third-person open-world game, similar in premise to what Metroid Prime was? Were we going to see something like a 2D version of Metroid on the 3DS? Like Metroid Prime Fusion, or an actual Metroid 3? That would be kind of neat. Hell, even a remake of some of this stuff, because, well, why not? What we got was Metroid Prime Federation Force. My first initial reaction to it was, what the fuck am I looking at? This seems as though they were making something completely different, and then slapped Metroid Prime on it just so that it would be able to go and move units. This doesn't encompass any of the features or qualities of the Metroid series in any way that made it unique and interesting. And many people will probably try to go and argue that, you know, there's going to be defense committees, you know, at the beck and call of any time that somebody's saying something bad about it, but I hold the Metroid series to a high quality standard, and you should too. This does not look like it. It looks lame. It really does. And Metroid Prime Hunters was met with a shit ton of people that were pretty goddamn unhappy about it, but it still looked and felt like a Metroid game. This doesn't. At all. It's amazing because I wasn't alone in the entire reaction of what the fuck is this and this is what we're getting. Back-to-back Metroids that seemingly are not going to deliver. Metroid Other M and now Federation Force. Federation Force has gone on to cause fans to get so pissed off, they've petitioned to have this game canceled, just shit-canned and done away. I don't believe that that's the proper way to go about it. Me personally, nah, I find the petition to be completely unnecessary. Voicing your opinions? Absolutely. Everybody should always do that. Especially considering the advent of social media, you can speak directly to them. But the best way, the best possible way, which I will always say, you reach into your wallet and you vote with this. So long as you aren't handing them money, let the numbers speak for themselves. Let them go and have a board meeting. Let them have an investors meeting. Let them go and speak with their shareholders and try to explain to them why one of their crown jewels within the Nintendo first-party catalog of game franchises and game releases did not deliver even 1/10 of what they assumed it possibly could. Let them try to go and explain that. Considering the monumental backlash behind it, this isn't good. Seriously, when I looked at it, I'm like, it's not a Metroid. This is a Metroid game. It's not a Metroid game. This is a Metroid game. It's not a Metroid game. This is a Metroid game. It's not a Metroid game. Seeing the little familiar theme? This is a Metroid game. All those are Metroid games. All those have familiar themes. And before somebody goes and says, yeah, well, besides Hunters, Metroid Prime was met with the same exact kind of backlash until people played it, that's absolutely 100% true. 100%. Through and through. Well, you should play it first before you go and give it some flack. You're absolutely right. But look at all of those games that did get some shit. Did they look like a Metroid game? Did they feel like a Metroid game? Did they have the familiar themes of going through a labyrinth-like planet? Trying to go and uncover and unearth secrets? Trying to go and take on the role of the most badass fucking bounty hunter, the most important female video game character in history, in my opinion, Samus. Going around from planet to planet and taking out fucking enemies and aliens and just everything and being a badass, upgrading your suit and fucking shit up. It's awesome. One of the most epic sci-fi adventures ever. That looked nothing like it. At all. You had the little fucking blast ball minigame. That shit should have been saved for Nintendo Land. Just an attraction on Nintendo Land. Or a free downloadable on the 3DS, whatever. But this shit, how is it that the Metroid-themed Nintendo Land attraction looks more interesting by a millionfold, okay? By comparison to Federation Force. How is that even possible? Now, again, some could argue, well, this isn't a direct sequel, this is its own thing. It is using the Metroid Prime label, namesake, everything. It's got the familiar monsters, right? They look like ass, but it's got them. I mean, you're a Federation Force. You might not be Samus herself, but you're running around and people, they look like some shit out of Metabots, but a fucking knockoff version of it. This shit looks like a joke. Now you got fans petitioning. This is bad news. But don't, fuck the petition, man. Fuck all that noise. Vote with your wallet. Tell Nintendo, this is fucking horseshit. We were expecting a proper follow-up, a proper Metroid game. Not all this. And then before anybody's like, you're just jumping on the hate bandwagon. Did you ever go to think that maybe there's a reason the fucking bandwagon exists? Sometimes people just go and act and react without thinking. I've had plenty of time to mull over my thoughts. Trust me. This wasn't just watch the trailer, instant react, and then begin thinking about it. No, I've had over 24 hours to go and think about this shit. It's just not good. It looks stupid. It looks lame. I expected better. And I understand that there was insane pressure on Nintendo to deliver, but they needed to know that they need to deliver every single fucking year. Not to say that their other stuff that they showed off didn't look all that great. There was plenty of other things I thought looked fantastic. This looked like fucking garbage. Metroid Other M and Federation Force, back to back, you cannot do that. Any fucking company that begins taking one of their most beloved game series and you start squandering the potential of this game becoming even bigger and getting into the homes of more people, into the systems of more gamers, and being enjoyed and played by more people, but you're doing this kind, you just don't fucking do this. Vote with your wallet. Voice your opinions. Your voice will always fucking matter. Those dislikes, at the time of this recording, when I looked, 3,000 thumbs up, that's not bad, right? 37,000 thumbs down. That's just on one video. I'll leave it in the fucking description if you want to go and check it out, but, you know, you could be watching this, I know that there's going to be plenty of loyalists that no matter what, you can say nothing bad about Nintendo, you can say nothing bad about Metroid, you can say nothing bad at all because they are so devoted and fucking diehard, and you will make excuses over and over and over again, and if you truly fucking give a damn, you will not even want things to go bad. That's the point to me making videos like this. The fact I have to fucking explain it is goddamn irritating. But some motherfuckers, thick heads. It takes a lot of drilling to get to that fucking head meat. I feel like fucking Shovel Knight on a busy goddamn day. So, will Federation Force sink or swim? It's gonna sink. I can almost guarantee it. After this kind of shit, well, there's people out there that will buy it, but this shit's gonna end up going into the fucking clearance bin, or it'll become a collector's item because they'll just quit selling them. That's really about it. So, opinions, thoughts, feelings on it? Think Federation Force looks absolutely amazing and that everybody's just overreacting, that they need to truly give it a chance, that this does fit in with the Metroid universe, that it's its own thing, and that nobody should be judging it in such a way. Or maybe you feel like me and a shit ton of other people on the internet. I do, again, feel that the petition is way overboard. Demanding a cancellation of a game? No, you do not wield the power to do such a thing. That's fucking ridiculous. Allow the game to come out because the people out there that do want to play this should be allowed to get it. Make no second guess about that. The people out there that are excited to go and play this whether or not I agree with them or not, should be allowed to go and play this game and enjoy it for what it is because they want to. This development team should be allowed to have worked on this game, get it out there, and put it on the store shelves. Nintendo should be allowed to go and see whether or not this will be a success or not. I mean, fuck. While I'm talking about this shit, down the road, this could go on to sell like 2 million units. Who the fuck knows? You never know what's going to happen, but it has to be released to find out whether or not that is going to be true or not. Needs to get in the hands of everybody to find out if it was actual garbage or if it turned out to be a gem. Who the fuck knows? Either way, this is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on.